letting loose? Is that your head down? Yeah, you're in the mood. Oh, to come unwound. There's something in the air, something different about that smile you're wearing, girl. Yeah, what is it? When I think I know.
నాకే గనుక రెండు చేతులుంటే ఆ చేతులకు నరికేటి శక్తి ఉంటే, నాకే గనుక రెండు చేతులుంటే ఆ చేతులకు నరికేటి శక్తి ఉంటే, మనిషి నా ఒంటిని తాకేటోడా దాని మనుగడను సాగించువాడా. వృక్షాన్నిరా నేను వృక్షాన్నిరా, మానవాళికి ప్రాణ భిక్షాన్నిరా. వృక్షాన్నిరా నేను వృక్షాన్నిరా, జీవకోటికి ప్రాణ భిక్ష.
Welcome to Iconic Maths Srihari class. This is coordinate geometry part 13. Here also we are going to discuss different kinds of problems and the images of the points with respect to x-axis, y-axis, with respect to origin, how they will be, we will be getting them, right? Now on part of this, let us start one problem in this. This is what you are having here. If ABCDEF is a regular hexagon, A 1, 0, D, okay, D 3, 0 they given here like. If BC is in the first quadrant, then find the coordinates of B, right? The information given, this is a regular hexagon, right? And they given A vertex and D vertex, is both they have given. And BC they given in the first quadrant, you need to find the coordinates of B, like you need to find the coordinates of B. How we are going to do that, you see, let us take, this is a regular hexagon, right? The shape of a regular hexagon is like this, right? You have something like A, B, C, D like this, and BC is lying in the first quadrant, they mentioned it. Okay, that is in the first quadrant. That means the coordinates x coordinate and y coordinate of B both are positive, because in first quadrant they are positive. That's why they both will become positive, right? Now A they given 1, 0, D 3, 0, right? And this is the diagonal. They given that okay, this is just a diagonal, and you know the midpoint of the diagonal is nothing but the center of the regular hexagon. How will you get this midpoint? By midpoint formula, that is nothing but 1 plus 3 by 2, right? 1 plus 3 by 2, that is nothing but 2, 0 plus 0 by 2 is 0, right? This is what the center of the regular hexagon. Now we need to find the coordinates of B, right? You join this, you know that your regular hexagon means it will be like this. Even if you join like this, 6 equilateral triangles you are going to get. This is now 60 degrees, right? And these all three things are equal, right? And we don't know this, let us try to find this. We don't know B, we take that as x comma y, right? 6 equilateral triangles you have got. A you know, O you know, and B you need to get it, right? Fine. In triangle AOB, you know that A is 1, 0, O is 2, 0, and B is nothing but x comma y. This is what? And the triangle AOB is an equilateral triangle here. This is an equilateral triangle, right? Equilateral triangle like this, you know. Wonderful. Now how we are going to get? That's very simple. You see, my dear students, that you know that it is equilateral triangle means AB length equal to OB length, that is equal to AO, like, because it is equilateral triangle, all the three sides will become equal. AB means let us even from that, even we can do squaring on both sides. Even AB square from this is equal to OB square, that equal to AO square. You have got like this, right? Once you have got like this, AB square is nothing but x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square, that is y square, that equal to OB square. OB square, you can write that as x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square means y square. That is equal to, we can write AO square as 2 minus 1 whole square plus 0 square. That is nothing but 1. Right. Now let us try to simplify this, right, my dear students. X square minus 2x plus 1 plus y square, this is equal to x square minus 4x plus 4 plus y square, this is equal to 1. Let us equate these. See here, x square and x square, they will cancel, y square and y square will cancel, and let us transfer here minus 4x here to this side, then means 2x minus 4x is transferred here, means 4x minus 2x is 2x, right, 4 minus 1 you have here, okay, 1 you transfer to that side, 4 minus 1, x is equal to, now from this you are getting 3 by 2, x is positive, okay, x is equal to 3 by 2. Now once you have got x is equal to 3 by 2, let us try to get our y value, right? How we are going to get the y value, you see, right? Fine. How we are going to get the y value, we will observe here, and we will, let us take any one of the equation here, right? We know x minus 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 1. Either this equation or this equation, anything you can take. X we got now 3 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 2 whole square plus y square equal to 1, right? 3 by 2 minus 2 is minus 1 by 2 whole square. That is nothing but 1 by 4 plus y square equal to 1. Y square equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. That is now 3 by 4. Y equal to root 3 by 2, right? Therefore, the point x comma y, that is the vertex B, that you have got, y is equal to root 3 by 2 you have got, right? Therefore, the point B, x comma y, is nothing but x we have got it as 3 by 2 and y is nothing but root 3 by 2. Nicely, in this way we have got, see, by simplifying this, right, we got x value and substituted this x value either in this equation or that equation. You can substitute such that you will be getting the y value, and right, not only this equation, anywhere you can substitute, like this is what you have got, x minus 2 whole square plus y square equal to 1, either this or this, anywhere you can substitute, you will get y value. Now x is 3 by 2 and y is root 3 by 2, such a beautiful way we have got this one, right? See, my dear students, how we have got this beautifully, this particular problem and its solution. Now we have a important interesting concept, image of the point with respect to x-axis, with respect to y-axis, how it will be, with respect to origin, how it will be, with respect to y equal to x line, with respect to y equal to minus x line, how it will be, let us discuss very clearly in this thing now, right? Suppose, my dear students, here if you have, right, this is what the coordinate plane you are having here, like this, right, coordinate plane and coordinates, this is what coordinate axis, like this is x-axis you are having and this is y-axis you are having, like this, right? Suppose if I take this is what origin, right, O is what origin, we have like 0 comma 0, like this. Once we have got one point, suppose you take any one point, suppose, right, see, you take suppose something like 4 comma 3, like 4 comma 3 is one point here, right, 4 comma 3 is one point here. If this x-axis acting as a mirror, then what will be its image, means, okay, if x-axis acting as a mirror, its image will fall on the fourth quadrant. Therefore, the point is nothing but 4 comma minus 3, like they maintain, see here, they maintain, okay, I took one point, right, 4 comma 3, and its image with respect to x-axis is nothing but 4 comma minus 3, right? That means its image will be at the same distance from x-axis. Above part, how much you are having distance, the same distance you will be having below x-axis, right? 4 comma 3 means 4 comma minus 3 we have got like this, right? Now the same point 4 comma 3 we are having here. Now, right, this is 4 units, you know that, and this is 3 units, you know that. If y-axis is acting as a mirror, then what will be its image? Means it will be lying in the second quadrant, like this is first, second, third, fourth. Therefore, you see, you know that this is Q1, quadrant 1, this is Q2, and this is Q3, and this is Q4, like this. Okay, if this is acting as a mirror, then you are having Q2. Q2 is nothing but minus 4 comma 3, like this. Same distance, how many? 4 units, this side also 4 units. That 3 will become, height remains the same. That's why the image of the point 4 comma 3 becomes minus 4 comma 3, right? Now, the image of this point minus 4 comma 3 with respect to x-axis, right, a point which is in the first quadrant whose image with respect to x-axis will lie in the fourth quadrant with respect to y-axis whose image will lie in the second quadrant. Now a point which lies in the second quadrant whose image with respect to x-axis, you know, it will fall on this quadrant, right, third quadrant, that is nothing but minus 4 comma minus 3, like this, right, like this you will be getting here. And the image of this point with respect to y-axis, like this is what y-axis is nothing but this, right, minus 4 comma minus 3 become 4 comma minus 3, like this. Now with these, all these things you can form like a rectangle, like, okay, fine. The image of this point with respect to y-axis is nothing but 4 comma minus 3, and image of minus 4 comma minus 3 with respect to x-axis is nothing but minus 4 comma 3. Right, these both are images to each other, like these both are images to each other with respect to y-axis, these both are images to each other with respect to x-axis, and these both are images to each other with respect to y-axis, and these both are images to each other with respect to x-axis. Like this, we have nice concept coming out of these things. The image of the point with respect to x-axis and y-axis with a beautiful point we have taken and explained. Now we are going to see what will be the image with respect to origin and the lines y equal to x and y equal to minus x. Now we have image of a point with respect to origin, right? This is what the coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis. We have taken one example, one nice point 4 comma 3 we have taken. What will be the image of this point with respect to origin? When this point is acting as like a mirror, what is the image of this point with respect to this? Means 4 comma 3, this becomes minus 4 comma minus 3, because when this point is mirrored, means with respect to origin, then its image will be in the right third quadrant. This is Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Its image will be the point which lies in the first quadrant whose image will lie in third quadrant. The same way, suppose you have here a point like minus 4 comma, right, we take here minus 4 comma 3, like, right, minus 4 comma 3 is the point, and its image under this origin you are going to get this as 4 comma minus 3, like this, right. 4 comma minus 3 is what its image with respect to origin, a point which lies in quadrant 2 whose image will fall in quadrant 4. A point now lies in first quadrant whose image will fall in third quadrant. That means these both are images to each other, right, with respect to origin as a mirror, like, fine. The image of minus 4 comma minus 3, if O is the origin, then its image is nothing but 4 comma 3, and 4 comma 3 image with respect to origin as a mirror is minus 4 comma minus 3, right. They are both images to each other with respect to origin. The same way, minus 4 comma 3 is a point whose image become 4 comma minus 3 with respect to origin, and a point which lies in the fourth quadrant 4 comma minus 3 whose image will become minus 4 comma 3 which lies in quadrant 2, right. That means if you join all these things, once again you are going to get rectangle like this. Fine. This is what the image of any point. I have just taken a general 4 comma 3. You can take any point such that you are going to get. Suppose you take 2 comma 2, here it become minus 2 comma 2, minus 2 comma minus 2, and its image here become minus 2 comma 2, and it become 2 comma minus 2. Like that it will vary, right? Now we have image of a point with respect to the line y equal to x. Y equal to x is a line like this. How it will be y equal to x means, here x coordinate, y coordinate same means this is the point 0 comma 0, this is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, like this. Minus 1 comma minus 1, by joining all these points you will get y equal to x line. Now with respect to this line, how will be the images we are going to get? Suppose if I take for example a point 3 comma 2 like this, right? This is x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 2. This is the point we have got here, right? 3 comma 2. And image of this point with respect to y equal to x is nothing but here 2 comma 3. Thus means if you have something a comma b here, it will be transformed into b comma a like this. A comma b is transformed into b comma a like this, right? Wonderful. In the same way, nice, you see, suppose if I have one point minus 1 comma 4 I have taken here. Now the image of this point minus 1 comma 4 is nothing but it lies in 4 comma minus 1. This become 4 comma minus 1, which is in second, and it becomes in third quadrant like this, right? Suppose you have here like okay, 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 will lie on the line only. 1 comma 1 will lie on this line only. Then it will not have any image. Because if you put a point on a mirror, will it have any image? Will it fall anywhere? Never. Nowhere it will fall. That's why. Like any point on the line will not have image. That point itself is the image like this. Suppose if I have a point something which is lying here 0 comma 1 like this, right? 0 comma 1 here like this. And its image with respect to y equal to x line is nothing but 1 comma 0 like this. Right, this is now a comma b, this become b comma a like this. They just interchanging each other like this. Suppose I am having a point here something like minus 3 comma 0 like, and its image with respect to y equal to x is nothing but 0 comma minus 3 like this. 0 comma minus 3, right? Like this way we will get very nicely. Suppose you have a point here something like minus 3 comma minus 1 like, and its image with respect to this line is nothing but, you can expect that is nothing but minus 1 comma minus 3 like this. This is the way how we have got a comma b is transformed into b comma a, okay, by the line mirror y equal to x. A point a comma b is transformed into b comma a by the line mirror y equal to x, right? Now let us discuss image of the point with respect to the line y equal to minus x. Y equal to minus x is a line like this. How you got this means, on this the points will be something like, here you take right minus 1 comma 1, minus 1 comma 1, minus 2 comma 2, minus 3 comma 3, minus 4 comma 4, and here it is right, x and y are of opposite signs, like x and y are of opposite signs. Here 1 comma minus 1, 2 comma minus 2, 3 comma minus 3 like this. This is the line. By joining all those points you will get this line y equal to minus x. Now if you take one point 1 comma 1, right, here this is like 1 comma 1, x value and y value is 1. Its image with respect to this line y equal to minus x is nothing but which is in the first quadrant, which will fall in the fourth quadrant, right? This is 1 comma minus 1, right? Its image become 1 comma minus 1, right? Fine. Now a point you are having, suppose here something like 2 comma 0, right? Its image will be 0 comma minus 2 like this. Its image will be 0 comma minus 2. It will fall like this. And a point you have 1 comma 2, and its image with respect to this line is nothing but 1 comma minus 2, right? Like that we are having here. Wonderful. Now 1 comma 2 you are having here like this. right? Now image of the point minus 1 comma 4, image of the point minus 1 comma 4, minus 1 comma 4 is this, right? Is nothing but minus 4 comma 1, that is minus 4 comma 1, like this. It falls like this. Fine. And before also we took here one point called 1 comma 2, like this. Here 1 comma 2, like this. 1 comma 2. And right, its image is nothing but you are going to get 1 comma 2. We have got it's quite, here we are going to get that as like right. Okay, sorry, my 1 comma 2 image under this line is nothing but minus 1 comma minus 2, not 1 comma minus 2. Okay, image of the point 1 comma 2 is nothing but minus 1 comma minus 2, because the same distance. And even if you take its midpoint, right, because it should maintain the same distance from this line, if you take its midpoint is 1 plus of minus 1 by 2, 0, 2 plus of minus 2 by 2 is 0, that is lying on this line, like this. Right, fine. Here also when we took image of this point minus 1 comma 4 and minus 4 comma 1, if you take the midpoint, because this distance and this distance, that should be same from this line, and this is nothing but minus 1 minus 4 by 2 comma 4 plus 1 by 2, that means you have minus 5 by 2 and 5 by 2. That means x, this is x and y, both are in opposite signs. That means here also y equal to minus x means they are in opposite sign. That is satisfying. Therefore, this is the point you are going to have, right, minus 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2. That means it is satisfying. I think you have got it. Whenever you take the midpoint, that should lie on this line, like this. And even here also when you take a 2 comma 0, 0 comma minus 2, and it's 2 by 2, it is 1, and 0 minus 2 by 2, that is 1 comma minus 1. This is lies on this line. That's correct. Like that, suppose if I take one more final example, and we will conclude and go further to discuss many problems on this type. Right, suppose I am having one different thing, like I am taking something like 5 comma 3, like 5 comma 3, 5 comma, right? When we take 5 comma 3, its image is nothing but like this. Not here 5 comma minus 3, it should lie on third quadrant, because this is nothing but minus 3 comma minus 5, like this. Minus 3 comma minus 5. Here you are going to get minus 3 comma minus 5. Then only if you take the midpoint, that is minus 3 plus 5 by 2. Another one minus 5 plus 3 by 2, the midpoint. And that is nothing but you are going to get minus 3 plus 5 by 2. Right, minus 3 plus 5 by 2 minus 5 plus 3 by 2, that is nothing but minus 3 plus 5 by 2 is 2 by 2, that is 1 comma minus 1, that is lies on this. Therefore the image of 5 comma 3 is nothing but minus 3 comma minus 5. Right, in this way we are going to get in general, right, a point which lies on the first quadrant, its image you are getting in third quadrant, and a point which lies right in different points. We have to get the image in this way, and you can easily check that whenever you take the midpoint, that should lie on this particular line y equal to minus x. See here we have an equilateral triangle. Second problem has each side equal to a units. If x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 are the vertices of the triangle, then it's okay. This is what determinant x1, y1 1, x2, y2 1, x3, y3 1 whole square equal to what? This is the problem. It's a nice problem. It's a JEE Mains problem. Right, how we are going to do? We know that it is an equilateral triangle. They given area of equilateral triangle, right? Area of equilateral triangle. Root 3 by 4 a square, right? This is the formula. When you are having side as A, area of equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 by 4 A square. Now, area of given triangle, triangle is equal to half of modulus. This is x1, y11, x2, y21, x3, y31, like this. Right? This is what area of given triangle. Now they are asking here what, right? Yeah, they are asking here now, this is what area of the given triangle. Now this is equal to actually root 3 by 4 A square, like this. Root 3 by 4 A square. We are having like this. Now we can cancel this 2 and here 2, like this. And you do squaring. Now, if you do squaring here, right? Fine. If you do squaring part here, what we get? If you do squaring here, this total square also you are going to get. Once you do this squaring, this root 3 whole square is nothing but that, of course, is equal to 3. A square whole square is 3a power 4 by 2 square is nothing but this 3 by 4 a power 4 is what the value you are going to get for that. 3 into a power 4 by 4 is the value you are going to get. How we have simplified that, you please observe, my dear students. Now the third problem of this video. Two opposite vertices of a square are 1, 5, 8, 12. Then the other two vertices are what? It's a nice nice problem in JEE Mains. You see, let us take, my dear students, the square, right? It is a square like this. They given that A, B, C, D, right? These are the vertices. They given two opposite vertices. One, let us take opposite vertices means the diagonal vertices, like these are what you call opposite, not side vertices are not opposite. Only diagonal vertices are the opposite. A 1, 5 and C is 8, 12. Now they are asking to find B and D. Like A is given, C is given. They are asking you to find now B and D, like this. Right? How we will find? It's very simple, and they given options. So how A is this option, B is this, C is this, D is this. Right? Once they given options, we can easily say that a very simple way. Let us join that. It is a square. In a square, the diagonals bisect each other. That means the midpoint of AC is equal to the midpoint of BD. That means the midpoint of AC is nothing but 8 plus 1 by 2. That is 9 by 2. And 5 plus 12 by 2, that is 17 by 2, like this, right? This is what O you have. Now B and D vertices are in such a way that their midpoint also supposed to be 9, 2 and 17 by 2. Now you take these two vertices, okay, 1 plus 8 by 2, right? 1 plus 8 by 2, that is nothing but 9 by 2, 12 plus 5 by 2. Now you take vertex A. That is they given 1, 12 and 8, 5, like this, right? Fine. Now its midpoint, if you take, that is 1 plus 8 by 2 and 12 plus 5 by 2, like this. That is 9 by 2, 17 by 2. Wonderful. It is having the same midpoint. Now let us check another one also. This is 1 plus 5 by 2. That is 6 by 2, 3. 3 is not here. Okay, no, option B is not correct. And C also, 12 plus 5 by 2, that is 17 by 2, but we should get 9 by 2. Therefore, C is also, okay, wrong. It is wrong. And D, 8 plus 12 by 2, that is also wrong. Like only option A is correct. We can easily guess from the given options that you just take the midpoint of B and D, which should coincide with the midpoint of AC. And we have got nicely this problem. 9 by 2, 17 by 2 is the midpoint of AC, and B and D you should have the vertices in such a way that the midpoint of it should coincide with the midpoint of AC. Then only it will become correct, and our option is A is correct in this problem. Now we have the fourth problem. Two vertices of an equilateral triangle are 3, 4, minus 2, 3. Then find the third vertex. right? This is the problem. And the third vertex you are going to get as some irrational numbers. One thing we have in coordinate geometry, all the three vertices cannot be integral or rational points in a equilateral triangle. Okay, the statement is, okay, here before proceeding to this problem, I want to explain one a beautiful and important result. What is that result is, all the three vertices of an equilateral triangle are not always rational, right? If two vertices are rational, the third one is supposed to be compulsorily irrational. Why means, let us understand this, my dear students. The area of equilateral triangle, generally if you have, suppose all the three vertices, suppose you assume that they are integers, like suppose you assume that, okay, the proof how we will do, you know, by contradiction method of proof, you know how to do. Assume that, okay, x1 y1 a, b x2 y2, c x3 y3, c x3 y3, like this. This is what c are rational. These are rational, right? They are rational, like, actually are not always rational, we have to prove, but we are assuming that they are all rational, like. Then what, you know, area of that particular triangle is nothing but we know the formula, x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. That should be equal to root 3 by 4 a square, something like this. Root 3 by 4 into the side of the equilateral triangle. You see, my dear students, here these two will cancel, and you know that when x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1 and x3 y3 1, when you simplify that, you know that x1 into y2 minus y3 will get plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. This is equal to, you will get root 3 by 2 into, okay, this a square is there, divided by a square, you can bring that side. And even this 2 is there, this 2 you bring this side. Now you see here, you have 2 is a integer. Every integer is a rational number. A square, length of that, it is also a rational number. And these all x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, they are all rational numbers. And their difference and their multiplication, their addition, everything is rational. Rational into rational, rational divided by rational is also rational. But a rational number is equal to root 3. Root 3 is irrational. That means a rational is rational equal to, you have got irrational, like this. This will never be true. This will never be true. That means contradiction. Two triangles will come and collide each other. This will never true. Why this wrong thing you have got in our mathematics? Because you assumed something is wrong. Okay, therefore our assumption is wrong. Which one is correct? Then the given thing is correct. Okay, then which is correct means the given thing is correct. Therefore, okay, this is what we have assumed. A, x1, y1, b, x2, y2, c, x3, y3 are all rational. That is wrong. That means they are not always rational. They are not always rational. By this problem we have now understood a very important result. Now we will do that problem. Now this is the equilateral triangle ABC. They given two of the vertices. A has 3, 4, B has minus 2, 3 and C x, y, right? We don't know that, we need to find that. And what condition you know is AB equal to BC is equal to CA, right? The three sides of an equilateral triangle are equal. And you know that their squaring, when you do squaring also, you are going to get AB square is equal to BC square is equal to CA square. Now AB square let us find here. That is nothing but 3 minus of minus 2 whole square plus 4 minus 3 whole square, like this. This is what AB square. Anything you can take like that. Okay, my dear students, here some students are telling that the distance formula is I given x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, but in some material it is given as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2. Both are same only, because you know that a minus b whole square formula is equal to b minus a whole square. because a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, whereas b minus a whole square is also b square minus 2ba plus a square. These both are same. A square is here, a square is here, b square is here, b square is here, minus 2ab minus 2ab. That means both are same. Anything you can use, right? Now you see what we have. BC square. Now BC square is nothing but x minus of minus 2, that is x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. This is equal to AC square, that you can write it as x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square, like this, right? Now we have got wonderfully these equations. From this we are going to derive that 3 minus of minus 2, that is 3 plus 2, 5 square, that is 25 plus 4 minus 3 whole square, that is 1 square, that is 1. 25 plus 1, this total if you simplify you are going to get 26, right? And this is nothing but x square plus, if you simplify this, plus 4x plus 4 and y square minus 6y plus 9, right? That is equal to, here you are going to have x square minus 6x plus 9, right, plus y square minus 8y plus 16 you are having here, like this, right? These are the equations we have got. We did before problem also. We are going to solve this. Now you see, my dear students, what we are going to do, this x square will cancel, this y square will cancel, because they are equated like that. Then you are having here minus 6x, we will bring this side, then you will have 10x, because minus 6x plus 4x become 10x, right? And wonderful. Now you have got wonderful 9 plus 4, that is 13, like equal to here, right? We are going to equate only these two, right? These two we will take them, right? Here 10x plus 13, 9 plus 4, 13, that is equal to, you are having here minus 6y, let us bring to that side, and then you are going to have minus 6y minus 8y, 9 plus 16, that is 25, like this you are having here, like this. 10x plus 13 is equal to minus 2y plus 25 you are having. Now this of course we have something like, let us bring them to one side, 10x plus 2y, 10x plus 2y plus 13 minus 25 equal to 0, like this, right? Now you have here 10x plus 2y, 13 minus 25, that is minus 12 equal to 0. Now you can take 2 common from this, we can write 5x plus y minus 6 equal to 0. You have got a wonderful equation like this, right? 5x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0 is the equation. You have got it here. This is the relation connecting x and y. Let us take this equation and substitute in any one of this equation, any one of the equation. That means, you see, my dear students, you get y equal to, from this 6 minus 5x. Okay, and y value you substitute in any one of the equation and solve that, you will get 2 different values of x. Okay, and for x value you will get another y value. Then from that you will get the vertices of the third vertices of an equilateral triangle. Now we took this equation, right, and we got that y equal to 6 minus 5x. We take any one of the equations here, either this or this. I took here x plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square equal to 26. And in the place of y, you put 6 minus 5x, right? Y, in the place of y, you just substitute 6 minus 5x. That's why, see here y means 6 minus 5x minus 3 whole square, right? Now x plus 2 whole square, that is x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 6 minus 3, that become 3 minus 5x whole square. Now we are going to get a quadratic equation in x terms, like, let us simplify that. Now this is x square plus 4x plus 4, and 3 minus 5x whole square is nothing but 9 plus 25x square minus 30x equal to 26. Now let us add them, x square plus 25x square, 26x square, and 4x minus 30x become minus 26x, 9 plus 4, 13 minus 26 equal to 0. Now this becomes 26x square minus 26x minus 13 equal to 0. You take 13 common and send the other side. 0 by 13 becomes 0. That becomes 2x square minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Right? Now we use formula method to get our solution. Let us use this formula method to. Okay, here a value is 2, here you have b value is minus 2, c value is minus 1, right? A is 2 here, like b is minus 2, c is minus 1. X is equal to, now you know the formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. There you put that value, okay? Minus b, that means minus of minus 2, that becomes 2 plus or minus square root of b square. B square is minus 2 whole square is 4. Minus 4 into a is 2 into c is minus 1 by 2 into 2. That becomes x equal to plus or minus 4 minus into minus plus 4 plus 8, 12 by 4, like this. And root 12 you can write as 2 root 3. Okay, x equal to plus or minus 2 root 3 by 4, like this. Now that means you can take 2 common, then it becomes 1 plus or minus root 3 by 4. Now 2 ones, 2 twos. That means you got x values as one is x is equal to 1 plus root 3 by 2 and another one x equal to 1 minus root 3 by 2. You got x values 1 plus root 3 by 2 and another one 1 minus root 3 by 2. These are the x values we have got. Now let us substitute this in our y value, then we will get its corresponding y values. Now y equal to 6 minus 5x is the relation we know. And x values you have got 2, 1 plus root 3 by 2, 1 minus root 3 by 2, right? Now y equal to 6 minus 5x, right? 5 into x, so that's why 6 minus 5 into x this. And another one 6 minus 5 into another value like this. Now let us simplify this. If you take this as 2 as LCM, 2, 6, 12 minus 5 minus 5 root 3 here like this. And this another value you are going to get 2, 12 minus 5 plus 5 root 3 by 2 like this. That means you have got here, my dear students, y value. See now y values you have got 12 minus 5, 7 minus 5 root 3 by 2 and 12 minus 5, 7 plus 5 root 3 by 2 like this. That means for when x is, see here when x is, when x y like this, we take here like this xy. When x is 1 plus root 3 by 2, 1 point, 1 x coordinate, y value you have got its corresponding y value you got like this, 7 minus 5 root 3 by 2, right? And this is 1 point you have got, see. And another one you have got when x has 1 minus root 3 by 2, then you got y value as 7 plus 5 root 3 by 2. And you observe the third vertex we have got as irrational numbers. As we proved this result, we have got irrational numbers. We told already that all the vertices of a equilateral triangle need not be rational. That means at least one vertex should be irrational. Beautifully we have got these vertices as irrational. Now your question is why we got 2 points for C. Now I will explain that itself to you, right? Okay, now that itself I will explain to you, then your problem will be clarified, right? Now when they given two of the vertices A, B as one, A as 3, 4, B as minus 2, 3, you see my dear students, there is a good logic. C may lie either one side and C either this way or this way. There are two possibilities to have equilateral triangle for this like this, right? This may be 60 degrees, here also there may be 60. There are two possibilities for C like this. Either this side you may have and this side you may have like this. Both, that's why we have got C as 1 point as 1 plus root 3 by 2, 7 minus 5 root 3 by 2 is if you take one side. And another thing also, 1 minus root 3 by 2, 7 plus 5 root 3 by 2 is also the possibility of the vertex which will lie on the other side of the first one. Both answers are correct. If in the options they given any one of them, that you put it. Okay, in this way we will be doing these problems. Okay, thank you for watching.